Hadouken!
side.
It's Britney, bitch. bitch.
Just in case you needed a reminder who it is. How's it going, everybody? Thank you so much, VQ, for the raid, bringing over the crew. It's good to have you back. I know you've been out for a little bit, so I'm glad we got the Thursday early show. I'll be bringing in the late show for those kids that like to stay out a little bit later. Oh my goodness, we've got quite the party in here tonight. Dan, thanks for stopping in. Lux, as always, in the house. At the Cutter representing. And the one and only Ann Broser is in the house. Thanks for hanging out with us. Nice and late for you, sir. We are going to get some games going. How's the music? It seems like it might be a little loud. And it is banging. Maybe we can turn it down a little bit. Tatiana in the house. Representing. We got poop all up in here. Let's get this party going. We're going to start out with little Star Realms tonight. We have been serving out with Hero Realms recently. We're going to start out with the Star Realms tonight. Lance Ace, thanks for stopping in, and thank you for the follow. I really appreciate that as well. Let's go ahead and take a look here and see what kind of challenges we got. We got a little action from Emom, a little action from Lux, your newest Star Realms Legends winner. And of course, the Cutter. As most of you are aware, the Cutter and I do a little best 2 out of 3 on each of our streams. Duking it out to see who can come out on top. We've been pretty even lately. I think I've maybe been a little bit, I don't know. I do know yesterday, I think I kind of took him down pretty good. So it is a little loud, the Cutter is saying. Okay, I have a feeling that as well too. Let me take a look here. I'm playing this one from a browser, so let me see. Let's do that. Tell me if that changed it on that side. I don't think it did change on that side. Did it change it on that side? I'm willing to turn it down more if we got it. It did not change it on that side. Okay. Let me do something else here. I know what we could do. Oh, let me check something here real quick. Hang on. I want to see if this is over here. It is over there. Perfect. So that I can turn down. That should correct the issue. How's that? Seems like that might be a little low. I don't know. You let me know. Sounds good. All right. I'll take the man for his word. Let's do it up. So anyways, let's hop into some Star Realms here right away. Let's at least get a action going here. So Mom, I believe, is actually not here, but she did send a challenge because she is awesome. Lux has a challenge as well, and the Cutter. So first things first, let's go ahead and get game 1 here out of the way with the Cutter right away. Oh, we've got Top Row and Tech. That is a saucy mixture that I'm digging. Let's do it up. For any of you that were not privy in Matt's stream yesterday, I took him down twice. Not just once, but twice. Playing as Newberg. I was pretty proud with that. I don't normally do that well with Newberg. It was good to see. Good to see. All right, we're starting off things here with a little event action. We've got a Quasar. So the Cutter player is starting out with a turn 1, 5 cards. The Cutter also has Unlikely Alliance and Bold Raid. Just watching Chicago Trilogy. I understand. Probably hang out with my wife watching those. She watches those as well. I swear, Dan, maybe correct me if I'm wrong. Every time I randomly catch it with her, they're always doing a crossover, which I'm cool with. But it, like, always like, wait a minute, isn't that guy on the med, or is that guy on the PD, or is that guy on the fire? And she's like, yes, they cross over a lot. Just deal with it. I'm like, okay. So here's what I don't like. All that action, and I have 5 trades, so no battlecruiser for the Dusto player. We'll take that laser off the row. Well, no patrol mech either. Yeah, and I'm sure I'm just catching it at the odd times. I just happen to seem to catch it then. I don't think we're going to pass up the Overlord, even though I would like to honestly probably just grab an Explorer. Cunning Captain. We'll stock up. We'll stock up with the heroes and the, of course, now we flip the event. Processing, this is the next one you get, so that's kind of good. I might as well keep with the trend. There you go. What did Matt even do? Matt got a fighter base, and that was it. So Matt has some phenomenal options here. Not only is he going to get 2 extra cards, he also has phenomenal gambits for drawing. We've got a lot of damage gambit action here, but I mean, your Frontier Fleet is what it is. But, all right, so Matt is going up to 7 cards because he's greedy. He's got 6 for that battle cruiser. Plays 2 Vipers, so you drew exactly 6. There it is. All right, so we are going to, first things first, grab that patrol mech. We need to get something going in this deck here. All right, so we can't do anything else. We are going to pop the Blob Hero to take out to the base, so it's not sitting out there annoying us. Because he, of course, drew the paddle cruiser with not that many cards in his deck and being able to draw. All right, so we've got our trusty friend, the tractor beam, in the house. As much as I'd like to maybe fill up my deck with some other goodies, we are going to grab the tractor beam, and that's just how it's going to be. Had some nights where the same episode runs through all 3 shows. Oh yeah, where it's like one long series. Yes, that I'm familiar with. Yeah, it's like one long story. I think she told me like they just kind of focus a little bit more on each one during its time that it's supposed to be on. So, it is what it is. Alright, there is that patrol bot, which we really would have liked to have. Let's take a look at what Matt's deck. He's got that patrol bot, and then of course he's got the cruiser. He now has a war world as well. So, we really would like to use this patrol mech for damage, but we're not going to. We're going to grab this Star Market, especially having that tractor beam. That alone just makes it where, why would you not do that? Let's take a look here. I think, especially because we have Torres, we're going to have a Star Market. We'll run it with the Fed shuttle. We flip another Star Market. Well, it is what it is. Unfortunately, we're also going to pop our damage gambit here, because I really don't want to discard extra cards right now. I will apply some pressure to him. On the plus side, it's still a juicy row. We've got that going for us. Yeah, we'll discard 1. We're not too worried about that. It does kind of stink because that War World is going to stay out there, and there is nothing we can do about that. Grab this Fortress Oblivion, and we reveal the Ark. So we're done. So we'll see if Matt manages to get his Star Market to the top. Yep. But does he have 4 more trade? Probably. He's only got 2 Vipers and a Fighter base in his deck are the only cards that aren't giving him trade. He does have the... He does not have it because he takes the custom frigate. Alright, he's activating the shields. Alright, he's passing on that blob fighter. He's not in blob at all. So we've got 1, 2, plus the laser, or the Frontiers 3, and the laser would give us 4 to at least break that War World. So we're definitely looking at that. So that's going to limit our purchasing here a little bit. Especially if we want to... Wow, we're down to 24 already. RIP. It's not good business there. Oh, and we don't have the... Here, I'll take care of it here real quick. So we talk about how we needed that trade to activate the laser to kill the War World, and then we didn't leave that trade. But I did 5 life, and I'm going to take probably 7 damage. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good at all. Osmosis Brunt in the house, throwing down the challenge. We will gladly accept that, sir. Thank you for sending that over. I'll take that challenge shortly here. Alright, there goes the arc. But this game is basically over even without that, so. Clears out the bases, does some damage, discard 2. Alright, let's take a look here. So. Alright, let's go ahead and pop the Torres. Let's get a good chunk of life back. I can't get through both of the bases, unfortunately. I mean, I could bounce them, but I don't think that actually... I don't think I can target... I'm sure I can't target Star Market. If that's out there. Let's take a look. Oh, I can. No one. Why would I want to do that? Yeah, this is a lose-lose here. Yeah, there's no reason to do that. So... Well, we'll grab that blob fighter. Alright, say there is maybe a chance a blob hero would flip over again. Yeah, this is no bueno. No es bueno. War World in there, battle cruiser, arc, patrol bots. Hoping to do some guards. Okay, so he's probably getting battle cruiser and arc in his next hand. I'm in trouble. 2 cards on top. Well, we need 5 damage to get through the fighter base. We got 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we'll take the base. All this stinks because I need 1 to activate the laser. 2 will give me where I can bounce my base, but I don't have any cards out to scrap with it, so it doesn't do anything. That's unfortunate. Oof, that's a rough hand. That's not what we want to see. What up, Mr. Alex in the house? Alex's squad is currently dominating this season of Dodgeball. we had a chance. We lost a heartbreaker. And then we have 2 matches that are dragged out beyond belief, including one that we had to actually stop playing to move on. And we're going to have to go back and finish that game. It's ridiculous. Awesome. Very cool, Dan. Will you and Andrew have fun? Thanks for stopping in. Alright, let's do this. This is not good. There you go. You can discard a card. Oh yeah, we're in that one. Potentially the worst ruling in dodgeball history went down in that one as well. I hear you. Yeah, dodgeball is a fickle one for sure. Let's take a look here. Well, I think I'm dead either way, but it's better, I think, for me to gain life than to not gain life right now. Or than to do damage, so let's do this. The second part of the story is kind of crazy and sad. There we go. Did I gain life with this trade the first time? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. I did, didn't I? Why did I take trade with it? I told him to take... High level play here, folks. High level play. Whatever, we're dead either way, doesn't matter. Oh my goodness. It is louder? Okay. I'm gonna skip off this pack. I wanted to try it out. It's like a hip-hop music mix that T-Pain actually put together for people to be able to use for streaming, as he, like everyone else, knows the DMCA stuff is complete garbage. So let me take a look here real quick. Good game, sir. Good game taking that one down. That was brutal. Alright, let me take a look here. There we go, let's try that one out. Okay, so we got that one beat down. Oh my goodness. We got some action to take down tonight. Frank in the house. Did I miss him? Maybe just sent over a challenge. Frank, thanks for stopping in. Alright everyone, I'm going to finish this other game with the cutter. As you know, we do our best 2 out of 3. We're going to get that out of the way. And then we'll be happy to fly on in and take on all these challenges here. And... like, what? So, the cutter is going first again. And has better gambits this time than last time. If that's possible. So that's nice for him. See what we can do here, folks. It's gonna be an uphill battle. And I think we're waiting for Matt to decide. Okay, see if he's gonna do anything crazy. Oh, we're in so much trouble. We're gonna take the poor man's cutter. Not as good as his cutter. Alright, we did draw another scout, so we'll take that fighter base. There we go. Yeah, that'd be fine. So there you go, Matt's calling his shot. If I pull this one out on Matt, we'll take game 3, the rubber match, to Hero Realms. So Matt picks up a little piece of tech known as Warp. So for those of you not too familiar with the tech cards, there's an example of one. So they have a cost, obviously when you buy them, they go right into play just like a hero. And then you can pay the cost once a turn and get an effect out of it. So this one is you can draw and discard. That's pretty huge later in the game when you're trying to get your combo going and you've got extra trade laying around. We'll grab that survey ship. Double duty gives us that trade to draw, and we've got the fighter base. So we'll see what we can do with that. And then tech cards range in power just like the rest of the cards in the game. There's some that have a very minor effect that are cheaper, and then some that have a bigger effect that are obviously more expensive. Here's an example of one of the cheaper ones. Laser costs 2. Again, once a turn you pay 1, do 1. This is an awesome one though, because obviously how many times you got one extra trade just laying around, pop it in there, get that extra damage in, it adds up really fast. Let's take that supply bot all day, take an explorer. See what Matt's got up his sleeve here. Matt is taking that battle station to a little defensive. Alright. Oh. Here's my dilemma. I'm not that big of a fan of Death World, especially in my current game state. It's a great card later on, especially if you've got a deck full of like junk cards that aren't helping. You can then scrap them out and you can draw. I'm not a big fan of it besides that, but I also feel like I can grab that now, maybe get some use out of it. I don't think I'm gonna do that. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna grab this battle pod for a couple of reasons. It does good damage. I'm gonna keep it away from his blob destroyer, and we're also playing with events. So I want to have that opportunity to possibly flip over events with it. We'll grab that. So we got Stealth. Stealth is a phenomenal card. Pay 2, you get a card of that faction that turn. That is an awesome card to have. So we'll take that, and we'll pass turn. There's that blob destroyer. Gonna make short work of the fighter base, but the fighter base is gonna soak some good damage. That's what it's there to do. Alright. It's a very quiet turn of blowing up my base and grabbing an explorer. We've got 3. So I think now we'll take the blob wheel. We got a Quasar to pop up. We got 3 again. Not ideal. But we'll load up on the blob wheel. So we've got some burst purchase availability. Do we have any interest in killing that battle station right now? No, we'll pass on that. Yeah, that is kind of funny. I don't hate Frontier Fleet as much as I think some other people do. But I will say, Lux, the difference there is you're getting Frontier Fleet as opposed to someone else is getting a much better Gambit. So that's different, where you're just getting laser on top of everything you have. Like, so there's that to say with it. We've got some good stuff out here. We got some really good stuff out here. We got Battle Blob, we got Obliterator, we got Blob Fighter. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, this hurts. We're gonna not scrap. We are going to not scrap so we can buy the Battle Blob and then pick up the Blob Fighter. And alright, the battle station still really doesn't hurt us too much. Brain World out there, Obliterator out there. There is some hot cards. Alright, Matt is going probably for that Brain World, it looks like. Let's see if he's got it. He's got a lot of trade there. Is that a Battle Mech or a Mech World? Is that an Obliterator? That's an Obliterator. It's a good card to have. It's alright in some circles. And we're taking a crap ton of damage. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Didn't really draw into anything too hot, but we do have enough for that Battle Mech, so we'll grab that up. And that battle station's still holding out. It's soaked about 2 damage a turn. And now he's going to start basing up on us. Or try to. He's only got the 2, I guess. That's got some options. I think he's going for processing. He could be going for freighter. He's going for freighter to buy some of these bombs. Tractor beam shows up. Oh my goodness, well. I hate this. I can't buy either one of these. And I want to scrap Brain World and Tractor Beam, especially Tractor Beam if I can't buy it. You know what I'm going to do first? First, let's buy the cutter. Alright, get the Battle Screecher, which would be awesome. Oh, is he more likely to get Brain World and Tractor Beam? Is he more likely? I mean, he's got a freighter now. He's got card draw. Got too good of a chance though. Of course I flip him that. So we are just going to clear this action out here. He's on a fresh shuffle. It's gonna be a couple turns where he's gonna see those bases again. Let's get him out of here. Matt does grab the Battle Screecher. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, we are eyeing up that mothership. We really like Construction Hauler, don't get me wrong, but mothership is some good, as it's known. 3, 4, 5, 6. Well. See, I'm almost tempted to be greedy here because I have been missing some scrap. I can scrap and take Construction Hauler without having to scrap my blob wheel. Or I can miss scrap, keep my blob wheel, grab mothership, take blob wheel for another turn. Or I could scrap out blob wheel, still get my scrap. I think I'm gonna save it. Let's just do it. Get rid of this Explorer at least. And he's got freighter. Got some, oh, this is bad news. Let's pop him down a card once. See if it has any effect. I don't think it will. 5, yep, so it didn't affect anything too much for his turn. Command chip shows up. So this hand here is hot. So between the flagship and the Obliterator, somewhere in here he's going to have all of this. Plus more. So that's bad news. The most we have is 6 trade. I guess 6 trade will work. For sure. It's going to at least get us construction. Well, yeah, I mean, Tractor Beam doesn't really help us that much at this point compared to a Construction Hauler. I think we're still in trouble here, though, because he's going to get Command Chip. Wow, this is a hot hand. I understand we missed some scraps here and all, but wow, this is poop. Or we could just die too. The damage this turn. There goes Command Chip to the top of the deck, I might add. Blows up Breeding Site. Alright. So let's go ahead and let's grab Blob Faction. Doesn't really do us too much there. I don't know if this is actually going to come into play. We'll grab it anyways. We flip over an arc for him. Alright, we'll see what happens here. This is rough. Using that warp. Like I said, this is where later in the game you're going to spend that extra trade that you don't need. You're going to draw better cards. Get more cards out of your deck. Blowing up that base for free. Bad news for us. Do we have an opportunity to get this arc if we don't scrap it? We've got 5 here. I don't think it's realistic. We only have 2 cards in our whole deck that really get us there. So unfortunately, I think we have to get rid of it. Yeah, we wouldn't have drawn it. Alright, so it's a good thing that we resisted temptation there. We're going to forego grabbing the tractor beam or the battle screecher. Are we going to grab this? Yeah, we're going to grab ally blue. Gets 2 trade, gets us 4 damage. That's a pretty good trade-off. We're still dead here, though, I'm pretty sure. Well, it's not too bad of a hand. Though, with having events out there, we could wipe the board pretty easily. Maybe we could flip over some more events. Let's grab that blob fighter first. There goes the row. There goes the warp jump. See if he puts command chip right on top. That is what the cutter player does. We'll shuffle that right to the top and then draw it now. Not quite. Well, still. Oof, we're dead. Good game. Good game. Well, we got stomped in return from our stomping yesterday at the cutter, so that is how the cookie crumbles, and we're going to take our beating there and like it. Good game, good game. Again, I don't think Imam is actually here, but if just in case, I'll take a turn here. No, I won't because it's her turn. Alright, so Lux 16 is the next challenger. Let's see what he's got here. Core set missions and tech. Poopers. Missions are poopers. That's just how it is. It'll be interesting to see how it works with tech, because there is definitely some tech cards that can help missions for sure. I didn't even pay attention to what I got. Alright. Alright, so none of that really helps. Okay. Let's do this up. Let's take this guy down. Especially, at least with core set, you gotta usually have to work for the missions a little bit. You know, I see people posting, you know, the unicorn games, and you know, they're kind of set up to fire off that way. And then I see, you know, every time I see someone posting missions win with commanders, I'm like, okay. I mean, you've got half of the win cons built into your deck already, so it's fun. I mean, you guys are both playing the same thing, you know, so it is what it is. But it doesn't seem like that much of a challenge. Okay, so the Lux player is taking the ram and the shield. He's got 4 scouts available. None of this stuff really does a lot for me. We'll grab that defense center just because we also have the cutter. Otherwise, I'm probably not taking that turn, but it could be annoying. And as you can see, like right here, we happen to draw them together. So it is going to be a little extra annoying for our opponent. So it does work a little bit as far as like missions are concerned. It's got the space station here. Do the damage. Going for the throat. There goes our trading post. Alright, so let's grab this laser here. Nothing else that really does us too much. Let's do some damage there. Now we're talking. Uh-oh. Lux is taking our flagship away from us. Because he is no fun. No fun. That's okay. Technically, Battlecruiser is better for our mission. because it draws a card and it can scrap itself to draw another card on top of it. So we'll take that as a consolation prize there. I'll take guidance. This is another awesome deck. This is a lower level one. It's only costs 1 to get. You pay 1 and you can scrap a card in a row. Just a phenomenal card. Anytime you've got that extra trade laying around, get a little extra row control. Punch a card out if you don't like it. Keep it away from your opponent. Good stuff. Alright, Lux is looking to upgrade there. Alright. Going for that War World. And we unfortunately are looking at Tractor Beam there that we can't purchase. So we're going to have to do what we need to do.
It's Brittany, bitch.
Hi, Tractor Beam. So we really don't want to do that. We really like Tractor Beam, but if I can't have it, he certainly can't have it, especially the bases he's got going on. War World action there. Yeah, no. Especially if he drops that fighter with a War World, that's 14 damage. A lot of damage. Just saying. Alright, so he's getting some damage in. He's buying a big ol' central office. Holy cow, they do exist in this deck. There is actually machine call cards, if you believe it. Another guidance. Let's blow up his base. Let's get that out of here. And then I don't know if we really need that up. Like another second guidance, I don't think so. Let's just get a damage in here. Let's just call it. Get in there nice and easy. Excuse me. Alright, there goes the yacht. Flagship shuffles up central office to the top. Very nice. But because of how the mechanics work in the app versus paper, he has to draw a card right away. He can't top deck something and then put it on top. That is just how the app plays. There's nada we can do about it. But just play with it. Blows up that Blob Destroyer. Alright, it's going to hit us with this discard. We'll get rid of the Viper. Battle Cruiser up. Another Scout. Grab another Supply Bot. We'll do the damage so we can kill the central office and get some damage in. Pass turn, say go. Laying down that Freighter 4, trading 1 card is huge. You're in vanilla and you can get a deck 1 or even a deck 2 Freighter. Deck 1 for sure though. You're pretty solid on trade purchases for the rest of the game almost. That's going to help you secure those 6, 7s, and 8s so much easier. More reliably. More consistently. Alright, so not a lot of action there from the Lux player. Alright, let's grab this battle station. Grab this missile bot. Let's get rid of that guy. What has he got going on? Let's kill the Blob Destroyer. Just because it's a useful card all around. Do some damage. Alright, let's keep applying the pressure. What's he got here? Yacht, Post. Not a lot of action. Good solid hand going to the next deck though. Get him a good card like Ram to work with. Alright, so Supply Bot into Scout, and we are going to get our first mission. Oh, we have our choice. We're going to take the Machine Call one because we want to put the Space Station on top, and we want to discard the Vipers. That way we have another card to discard. Or to scrap. go. Alright, so we've got some good action going on here. Let's go ahead and buy the survey ship. We're not too worried about anything else here, so actually I think everything else is going to stay. We're not going to bother with it. Just going to leave it alone. Alright, it's going to blow everything up here. And pass turn. So amazingly, that was turn 19. That was the first mission completed. Neither one of us really get in the fire, and he follows right up with influence. There it is. Thought he had either that or the blue ship blue base going, but wasn't sure. Alright, so he's only got enough damage to take out one of my outposts. See which one he chooses. Blows up the battle blob from the road. Does take out the defense center. That's good because we know we had the other mission in hand. Let's go ahead and return the space station for a little bit of extra free damage there. Let's take a look here. The battle pod. Let's pull up that blob world just because we do know he's got that freighter. We're not interested in him keeping that going for sure. Alright, we've got enough for that. Okay, based on our remaining missions, we're going to blow up Battle Station and we're going to blow up Space Station. We don't want to draw them anymore. We don't want to pull them. So we're at Battle Mech. Yeah, we don't want him to destroy them and force us to draw them. We get them out of the deck now. Alright, there goes Imperial Frigate. Hive is in play. Unfortunately, we're discarding a card, but it's okay. Yeah, I think the chances of this happening are not likely. Yeah. Good call there. Okay, so let's go ahead and... we're not going to do anything else here. Let's keep applying the pressure, keep him down, try to keep him away from his objectives for his missions, whichever they may be. Alright, so he's buying up some cards. Okay, let's get survey ship going here. Let's grab another scout. The base action out there. Let's blow up the patrol mech. It doesn't do much for us. Damage. Scrap. Nothing. Alright, same thing. Just keep applying the pressure. And pass turn. Guards at the top there. There's Rule. I saw him buying multiple color bases there. I had a feeling that might be going on, especially with me already having the outpost one. This is a good turn for the Lux player. This is late game. Your deck's all set up, it's tuned, it's doing what you want it to do. Okay. Alright, so luckily for us, we didn't have to discard any cards. So we have the win. Because we have Battle Cruiser, which is going to draw. We have Battle Cruiser, which is going to blow up a base and draw another card. Or do you have to have 7 in play? Oh, you just have to play 7. That's what it was. Yeah. So there we go. And we've got a missions win against the Lux player. Good game, sir. He had 1 mission left there, so I'm sure that was coming up very shortly. Yeah, that was fun. Like I said, the tech, especially because there's the one tech that can make it look like you have a card of a color in play, you know, stuff like that. All right, Frank has sent us a challenge. Let's go ahead and accept that challenge from the Frank player. Frank has also sent us deck. I love it. Ally was the last. Okay. We've got Colony Wars. We have all sorts of events and tech. So this is going to be a fast, chaotic game with tech. Tech kind of leans towards a slower game, but we'll see. We have a Warp Chump, a Recon mission, and a Super Flare to start things out. And this row is disgusting. So I'm assuming this is crazy. We've got Blob Central, we have Peacekeeper and Lancer, so you have like one of the best blue cards in the set, one of the best yellow cards in the set, and 3 of one of the better green cards in the set. So we'll see what Frank wants to do here. See if he's feeling saucy. Is he going straight Peacekeeper? Is he short? Is he got 5? Is he going Parasite? He's going Parasite. Alright, oh, he had the 6. Am I missing something? I mean, I don't know. I could be the wrong call. I don't... Well, maybe he wants to keep Parasite away so, like, I don't get all the blobs, but... Well, he's got 4 here. Yeah, I don't know in that position on his side that I'm passing up on Peacekeeper. You know, he can get it for free with Parasite as soon as he draws it. We're probably going to pop more events. So, like, me with 8 here, I'm like, you know, grab Ravager first, see what happens, then Predator. But I can't pass on a Peacekeeper. We're going to grab it up. Okay, so now I've got a choice. Do I want to take the Predator away from him, especially with him having Parasite already and there's a Ravager? Or do I want to grab that Lancer? I'll grab the Predator. We'll do a little hate purchase there. So, see what happens here. Let's take the gunship at the 4. Okay. I mean, there is Eddie in the set and everything. Yeah, well, I mean, it is hard, but oh, look, and we flip back to a world. So, yeah. So you may think it's hard to lose with Peacekeeper, but I just did. I can't stop him from getting Factor World short of an event firing off. So Parasite grabbing Supply Depot for free is phenomenal for him. There goes Lancer, there's Stellar Link. Alright, so we are going to hit play all because we know we're going to grab Aging Battleship. We'll hang on to Explorer for a cycle. Yikes. So in this cycle, Frank has got Gunship and Explorer and all Scouts. So I cannot stop him from getting a Factor World at all. I did not even draw my Ravager, so if I don't have it this turn, then he's got it. If he doesn't have it this turn, he's got it next turn then. or Supernova could take care of that problem for us. But again, with Colony Wars only, there's going to be more good stuff that's going to flip over, for sure. Yeah, so Frank threw 6. So that means over here he's got a gunship and 2 scouts. Again, we got to be careful. Like I mentioned, Eddie's in the set. Eddie is definitely always a threat. Got this Lancer. Yeah, I feel like we're regret buying that. Well, it did get us a Swarmer, so that's good. Swarmer good, especially in a small deck like this where there's lots of events. Being able to trigger them, because as we know in the app, events do help both players, but more often than not they help the active player. There are some, such as like Trade Mission, which really help kind of like the player 2 or the other player later in the game, because then drawing cards is usually better than the extra trade in the top deck, but you know, we'll see. Alright, let's see what Frank is looking at doing here. Alright, he is grabbing the heavy cruiser, bombardment flies out. Doing some damage. There goes that platform. Alright, so we're going to discard the scout. Let's go ahead and get rid of the Imperial Palace and the mech cruiser, because I'm nowhere near hitting either one of those right now. Did not trigger an event, unfortunately. Oh, hey, there's Leviathan. Does he have a chance of getting that? Yes, he most certainly does. That's unfortunate for us. He's almost dead also, but still. Let's see what happens here. Let's get down that base. He's debating on pitching cards. So, Frank. Oh, you can only discard up to 2, so he'd have been short. Okay. I'm thinking you could discard 3 for some reason. I don't know why. I mean, I know how to play this game. Honest. Perfect. So we want this to go back on top. We want to scrap the aging battleship to draw a couple. Perfect. Beautiful. And that's game. Whew. Good game, Frank. Good game. That was scary. You had a lot of trade there, a lot of good stuff, and I just happened to get the aggro going a little quick there, so good game. Thank you so much for the challenge. Alright, let's work here. We got Osmosis Brent in the house. Sending in the 3 cores. The 3-peat. You know what I haven't been doing? I have not been recognizing my hard-won victories. And for those 2 losses earlier, yeah, we gotta make sure we recognize that as well. Brent is good people. They've played a bunch. I'm glad to hear that. So Brent, if you're getting vouched for by Vori, that is a good thing in my book. Nice to meet you. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you're able to check me out a little more regularly. I do stream every Thursday night, for the most part. 9 p.m. Central, 10 p.m. Eastern. And usually Hero Realms and Star Realms. And once in a while we'll throw in a random stream here and there or something else, but... Alright, so let's get this game going. I don't know what I'm stalling here for. Holy cow, we're going first. I don't know what to... Oh. Yeah, Daddy like. Daddy like this a lot. Get that. Ooh, he's got a pretty good turn one if he's got 4. Does he have 4 is the question. Or did he draw the Coker? We'll see. Time will tell. If you get cokered, then that's not so good for him. I will give Brent a minute here to take his turn before we move on. Alright, Brent, we will come back to your game if you are here. So don't worry, we're not going to completely skip your game, but because you're not responding right now, you may have stepped away. That's totally fine. We do have a challenge here from Royal Lance. Royal Lance, thank you so much for stopping in and throwing a challenge. We got middle row straight across, including missions. Alright, let's do it. Royal Lance is player 1. And we've got a saucy row here. I like my missions. We'll see if it works out. And we'll give Royal Lance a moment or two here to take his turn as well. Otherwise, we know Vori's here, and we'll just battle it out with Vori. So good to actually finally meet Vori as well. Vori is someone that's been in the Star Realms community for a long time, and I had never actually had a chance to meet him until at Origins, so that was cool. I don't think we got to hang out very much, though. Seemed like there's a lot of, just everyone had a lot of stuff going on, so it was a little chaotic in that, but it was definitely fun to hang out. Get to see so many people that you don't see often or ever. There's a lot of people that I saw years ago at the White Wizards game fairs, like, you know, Darklighter and Birdlaw and all them, but haven't seen them since. Oh, that's right, you had to leave early too because you had to work. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, so you missed like a day or two of action just from that. Yes, yeah, next year. I'm going to try to finagle this with the family. We'll see. Alright, so Royal Lance is also not responding as well. Yeah, Saturday and Sunday you completely missed out on, that's right. Alright, so Vori, let's go ahead and get our game going here. So we have big deck. I like big decks, and again, not lie. No missions, no command decks, no tech. We've got everything else. We've got a dodgeball race. No, not a race, no missions. We have an endurance challenge. So let's do that up. And Vori is going first. Ooh. It is an endurance challenge, he's saying. He forgot to change it. So, I don't want to jinx anything. But there could be some cool stuff happening here. We'll see. We'll see what flies. Oh, he gets a mobile market for free, which is pretty darn cool. Oh, baby. And an explorer. Vori now just notices what I was referring to. I'll take the 2 extra trade there. We'll take the 1 extra trade, and next ship you purchase at the top of your deck, and we will get the assimilator to the top of our deck. Because that's what you do. I mean, that's the only place it should go. Besides directly in the hand. Royal Lance is back. Royal Lance, we will jump back over to your game right after this game with Vori here. Assuming Vori didn't just rage quit and throw his phone against the wall and walked away. Nope, there he is. Does get a light cruiser and the hero to go with it. Okay, so we are going to, how do we want to do this? We're going to take the trade. And we're going to buy ourselves a very saucy battle mech. And as much as I like Destroyer Bot, especially with this action going on, I think Ram is still just too good. 5 damage, blow it up for 3 trade. Yeah, it does too much stuff for us. We're going to take that. See what the Vori player has in store for us. There goes that destroyer bot. And an explorer. What has he got going on? He's got... Alright, he's got some action there. So we're debating what we want here. I think we're going to hang on to the ram, but we are going to grab this hatchling. You can't go wrong with the hatchling. It's just too darn good. Too darn good. Alright, now the discard is coming into play. Got that light cruiser, which gets an automatic discard, which is awesome at 4 damage. We're going to take 5 shots to the face, lose a card. He's buying that war cart. War cart? What a war kite. We don't need no war cart. All our stuff around here. Alright, let's go ahead and scrap those 2 guys. Battle Mech is going to take out that Viper. We want to try to use our economy. We have no option to get anything from his discard, that's fine. We probably wouldn't yet. Let's assimilate for trade again. Even though someone say that's 16 trade, you just pass up on. And I would tell them that they are correct. Yes, they are great in Civ. Good call. We'll grab that Infested Moon because Infested Moon is awesome. Been a while since I played a Civ game. I think I have 6. I think I might have got it. But I've got like the last 3 I know I purchased. I purchased or I got in bundles. My volume's low. Alright, let's see if we can fix that. So my microphone's at 100 on here, so let's turn the music down a little bit. I do have it a little louder than I normally do. There we go. Okay, so that should be helpful. I think. So we've got... Ooh, wow, we took a lot of damage. How are we so low? I mean, I guess he should be down more if I would do damage. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and I do have to talk a little bit quieter, so I do apologize for that. The little guy's bedroom is, of course, right next to my office, so... And he is sleeping, so I gotta make sure I'm respectful of that. I'm thinking we're almost at that point where we're just gonna gain the life. But drawing cards... what's he got coming up? Okay, so he can't kill us anytime soon. Let's draw the card. Let's get risky here. There we go. Now, do we want to take the trade? I think we are going to take the trade. Let's grab that Blob Destroyer. Let's do that. That seems like a really good thing for us right now. I think we're good there. All right, let's play some beats. So yeah, just on Thursday nights also I do got to keep it down a little bit. Unfortunately, the time that I'm available to stream is right about the time he's going to bed, so you know how that works. Okay, so let's do some action here. I think we are finally done just continually passing on damage. I think we need to do that now. Let's grab the battle station. Worst case scenario, we'll play it and pop it for 5 damage. Alright, Vori's going to make a valiant effort, but if he doesn't have it, I think we've got him this turn. So it definitely looks like we have him this turn. Does unfortunately blow up our Infested Moon. It'd have been really cool to draw some cards with that. That is not meant to be the case. So, good games for sure. Yes, when you look up at the screen and you see they've got that in hand, that is not good. Good game, sir. Thank you so much for the challenge. I appreciate it, Alex. Let's get this game here with Royal Lance going. Royal, I appreciate you taking your turn. Let's see what you got going on here. All right, what did I have for missions again? All right, blobs, machines, and bases. Was that from the same? 2 or more. Okay. All right, so we got some variety, some flexibility here. We did pick him. Okay, and maybe that's why he's playing. You know, that's cool. Let's grab that war kite. Let's grab the green base and pass turn. So we'll see if he is still here to play his turns. Just gonna take a peek over here real quick. Alright, 1 second. Gotta help my partner out. I've got to handle one thing real quick for the, if any of you guys are in the Squid Game event that Eric Ray is running. But if you're familiar, Eric likes to do games based off TV shows, and he does run 3 seasons of Big Brother Star Realms version. And we are now running a version of Squid Games. Yeah, so maybe next time, we'll see. But yeah, he does those, and it's always interesting, always fun. So it does not look like Royal is actually here to play real time, and that's perfectly fine. We can always play that game offline as well. So if anyone else wants to send over a challenge, otherwise I might hop over to Hero Realms a little bit. You know what? In fact, why don't we just do that? Let's go ahead and shut down the Star Realms. Let's fire up the Hero Realms and get that action going. Now, I did miss the Wise Wizards stream where they mentioned something about new cards or an update. Like, I was at the beginning of the stream and then I hopped in later, so I don't know if I missed something. But so this was from me and Darklighter on Tuesday on Rick's stream, taking down the Pirate Lord. Otherwise, my queue is clear. Yes, you absolutely need to get into this beta. This beta is phenomenal. Let's fire up a game. So, who do we want to try to play as today? Same thing with Hero Realms. If anyone here wants to send over a challenge and you're in the beta for Hero Realms, feel free to send that over. Would love to do some challenges as well. Either one-on-one or co-op against the Pirate Lord. Either one's fine. Let's get a game in with the fighter. And let's try to do standard first. One thing I noticed, sometimes standard, I'm not getting my games in. But if I do down level, that's where you're both at the same level, who's ever lowest. Then my challenges will actually get through. There we go. So we got busted my walls. We have the Cutter, who's playing his level 8 cleric, it looked like, if I'm reading that right. Oh, so that's some good choices there. Alright, so we have oh, they did. Okay, so I have to go check those out. Spike Pauldron's here. So we already have that. That was the choice. Either Spike Pauldron's or the other one was if you have a guard out, you can activate it. It does 3 damage. Yeah, no, I just did. I didn't do real. Oh, I did not do real time. There you go. I just did random queue. So it's sounding like me and Matt did actually completely randomly hit each other, which is okay. I'll grab this Elven Gift, or as I like to call it, Elven Cycle, because that's basically what it does. And we'll see what Matt's got here for us. Well, Matt, no obligation, but play it real time. Let's go. Chop, chop. That mix is almost over. Let me grab another mix here real quick. Let's check this mix out. Alright, Alright, so Matt does grab... What's he got going on here? Let's take a look at the cutter deck. So Matt has Rot and Profit. He's got Scrap. He's got Purchasing Power. We have... Oh, this card's so good. +3 damage for every card that they have out. They got these little followers out there. It's one of the cards that does help the fighter keep up a little bit with the cleric, like high-level battles, because the cleric can sometimes just get out of control with the life gain and buffing the champions. But cards like that will help the fighter to get the damage to get through the guards, to get the damage in on the cleric. So we'll see here. Let's grab that Orc Grunt. Alright. So we are actually going to grab Rasmus. Now, I'm not really into blue at all right now. And I definitely could have taken a Fire Gem and done a Shoulder Bash. But for me, it's a champion that's going to be out there that can potentially give me trade over multiple turns. If it doesn't, it's going to take damage for me. So it's going to kind of go twofold. I kind of want to go aggro on the cleric, because if you can get them down early, you stand a better chance before they really build up. But so it might not be the right call, but that's how I'm feeling. That's what I was feeling at that time. Oh, I totally forgot. Alright, we're done with that. We're taking down the Vori player. Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. So he's already laying down multiple champions, using that ability, making them all bigger. Double-bladed axe says, that's cool. I get +3 per card you have out there, so this one card gives me 10 damage. Or 9, because I got the pauldrons out there. Alright, let's play Throwing Axe. Jagged Spear is phenomenal as well. Okay, so we've got lots of good trade here. What are we gonna draw? A gold. Okay, so we're not gonna lose anything for sure. We've got 6. Okay, so this is a tough call. I really love Rampage, but being able to grab Kron, have him out there, he's got to deal with him, or he's gonna do 5 damage every time. That's tough. This guy I hate. He kills me, draws a card for him. Oh man, it's so good for him. Better chance to draw those profits together. Is what it is, so I gotta kill him. We're actually gonna pass on Rampage. We're gonna grab a Kron. As much as I love Rampage, it helps you cycle through your deck. Kron's just a pain in the butt for him to deal with. So. Alright, see what the cutter player is going to be doing here. The cutter player is going to be sacrificing. Okay, so we do know he's got both of his profits in hand together. That really stinks because we have Kron now. And he didn't draw that damage last time. Okay. So Wolf Form is there. I know people love Wolf Form, but 9 out of 10 times I'm grabbing that Rampage. It's gonna help me cycle through my deck. I don't have any scrap, so I've got like what, 5? Let's take a look here. 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 golds that are randomly floating in my deck. If I can cycle those out for better cards, I'm gonna try to do that every time. There's the double profit, plus a death touch. It's a lot of damage. Okay, so again, double-bladed axe, getting that big damage bonus just because he's got a guard out there. Let's take a look here. Yeah, let's do the Elven Cycle. Yes. So here's the thing. Wolf Form is huge, and I have a lot of wild cards. But Command is just a card. I'm going to grab it almost anytime it's up there. It's just going to happen. Because for me, the fact of getting all these effects, the 3 damage and the 4 life is almost as much as the 8 damage. It's 1 short total differential. Plus it's giving me trade, plus it's drawing a card. The fact that it cycles and replaces itself and gives you all those bonuses is huge. It's not as big as Domination, but it's pretty darn good. I think a lot of people probably saw that and like, how do you pass on that wolf form there? But that's why. That's my reasonings. I'm sticking to it. Alright, so Matt does take that wolf form away from us. That's unfortunate, but we will deal with it. Alright, so let's play our goods here. First things first, let's kill these guys out of here. We've got 4 laying around. Only got like 1 lousy red card. Still considering taking Rayla. Especially keeping Rayla away from Matt, who has 2 cult cards. I think we will. I don't mind her. She's a champion. She does damage. She'll soak damage if he wants to get rid of her. And it looks like the game is over. Check those fantasy scores real quick, see if I did any damage. And minimal. Rocco's kicker got me 2 points. But luckily my opponent this week has a lot of players on bye, so they had to start Odell Beckham Jr., who got him a 3. Count him 3 points. So that's alright. Alright, so my turn. So Matt does got some guys out there. So again, here's where I'm talking about Rampage. We're going to draw 2 in the discard 2. So we traded out 2 gold for another gold and Crown the Berserker. That's pretty good. Let's draw. This is beautiful. This is a good turn. Blow that stuff up. Blow that stuff up. I'm going to grab this Death Touch, even though it's a little bit later. And we reveal ourselves an Elven Curse, so we're rewarded for that. Now, I think I'm going to scrap this Influence. I think we might be getting there, where we can start getting some big, solid hits in repeatedly. What's funny is I thought I started... I think it's Javante. But I must not have. I must have left him on the bench in the league. Take a look here. I felt like I had to start him or something. I did. Okay, how did I miss that score? Yeah, and he had a good game. 6 receptions, 32 yards, touchdown, and 4 rushes for 20 yards, and so that's a good game. And I think that's in our Star Realms League. Yes, it is in our Star Realms League. What am I playing this week? I am playing Dan, Syphil Web guy that was here earlier. That's who I happen to be playing against, so we'll see how that works out. Currently projected to win by 11, so that's really nothing. That could go either way for sure. Okay, so we got our command going. Again, we got our double-bladed axe getting that bonus damage. Let's get the draw. Let's get the Elven Cycle going. Let's get the draw from Kron. Oh, here. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So we're going to do Rampage now before we play these guys. So even if I have to make some tough decisions, like I'm going to take damage over Rasmus, you know, stuff like that. So let's draw 2. We draw 2. Perfect. So I cycled 2 more gold out of my deck. I'm not going to draw them next turn. It's going to more consistently draw me into better cards. That's awesome. So did he grab that Arcus? Yeah. Okay, I was wondering where that went. Do we have the kill? I think we have the kill here. Yeah, we do. Yeah, so the fighter doing some ridiculous damage here. And that's game. So that is how you can build up that explosive attack. And yeah, the fighter can just go off sometimes. You build into that big damage. Good game, Matt. Good game for sure. Thanks for the random queuing into the queue. Okay, let's go back here. Let's do a new one, and let's do a real time. Let's see if we can find anything there. I'm excited because even though there's more players now because of the beta compared to the alpha, when it goes retail, and there, there's tens of thousands of people out there playing it, it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be so much fun. Oh, I keep forgetting I gotta move my big fat head when I play Hero Realms. I'm blocking like important stuff like my life total or something like that. Okay, there we go. Double dubs. Alright, so I love this counter here. I love it so much. Let me see how it looks on there. I don't think I'm blocking anything important there. No, we're good. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Ooh, intimidation. Yeah, we'll take the rot. I'm not gonna pass that up. Get it in there. Double dubs is playing the cleric. Playing a high level cleric though. He's got Phoenix Helm. 2 more of a Champion Dungeons last turn, draw a card. That's pretty good. Battle Resurrect. Pretty good. So it's but any champion with and up to 1 champion with cost 2 or less or discard paladin to play. Use ability on 1 stone last turn. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, so we're gonna forgo the purchase. Let's stun this guy. There we go. And we're just gonna do a lot of damage this turn. In fact, we're just gonna leave that guy alone for a turn. I don't know why. I probably should kill him this turn, but whatever. We let him lock down. He can't use him. He can't gain that life off him this turn. Maybe we'll deal with him later. Who knows? Ooh, look at all those guys out there now. Alright, so let's see what he's got going on here real quick. He's got Intimidation and a Wolf form, so that is a bad news for us. I think literally all we have is Rot. So let's grab this Intimidation because we're going to need to get that damage in. And let's get a Fire Jump. I need to get some trade. Let's go ahead and take these guys out, even if it's going to draw them a card. It is what it is. Make sure I'm not missing anything on my challenges. Alright, nothing important there. Okay. So he did grab that Wolf Shaman and he's got a Street Thug as well. We got a gold on there, we do. Let's go ahead and scrap this gold. Sacrifice this gold. Use the right terminology. Alright, are we going to do the same thing? Nope, we don't have to, because we have that damage. Okay, so now we've got 3. 3 doesn't do much for us. So we can get 3 damage with our knockdown, or we can get there's some good stuff out there. We're going to grab another Fire Gem. We're still doing 10 damage. We're doing good damage to him. So we'll just keep that going. Ah, that's annoying. And it's so annoying because of the 1 discard. That's why it's annoying. Hang on, let's think this out here. We're actually going to discard the longsword. I'll explain why here in a moment. So we want to play the Fire Gem. We want to scrap it for the 3 damage. We want to use the knockdown and then the throwing axe. Okay, that didn't do what I thought it was going to do. That's okay. We'll grab the Elven Gift. We'll cycle in, get some extra trade going. For some reason thinking I could get the 6, but I forgot I had to spend the 2 to get the extra damage to get the draw, so I kind of took 1 trade away from me that I may not have needed to. I love this counter here. The only thing I don't like, I guess, and they did say they might change it, is like it's Star Realms. Like your timer can go all the way down, and then it'll still keep you in the game. You have like a hidden emergency bank of time. But if you expire all of that, then you're out as well. Like you can, it'll end. You lose your turn. The next person will go, and you can do that a couple times before you're officially out. This one here, as far as I remember, right now, currently, like once you're out, you're out. All right, so he's got. Yeah, I mean, Street Thug doesn't pose a big threat to me right now, so let's grab this Death Threat. Let's do the damage directly to him. And pass turn. So we'll see if they change that to match Star Realms a little bit more that way. Alright, Bright Star Shield. Draw one, attach this. The friendly champion is +2 to. Wow, that's huge. I don't know how you attach in this game though. Do you scrap when you attach? You must. Oh yeah, look at all that. So he's got these guys out here. Let's do that. To get a knockdown. Scrap a gold, intimidation. So 13, let's scrap the fire gem. So we're short of the kill by a little bit. But we're at 38. So we're doing alright. And the effects from these don't hurt me too much. Let's just apply the damage. So if we get a decent enough draw, you know, potentially we could kill him next turn. We'll see. I'm just gonna go check out that Realms Rising with the new cards. So he's calling out on when I was on his podcast about me mentioning how Wizard gets a cat and everyone else gets something better. So yeah, that is definitely true. Alright, so let's drop down the axe. He's got 2 guards out there. We're going to get one. Oh, he's up to 33? He's gained 22 life? Oh, Jesus. Really want the Wizard's Fireball right now. So this is where you start to fall behind against the Cleric. Yeah, and this gaining 5 is ridiculous. To me, that's on par with the Thief's ability where you can make them discard, and if it's a 0-cost card, you get 2 trade back, so it's basically free. It's almost on par on that. It's like it's a no-brainer. You do it every turn, and it kind of stinks that you can. Alright, so let's once again do that. Oh, this is... So we have to kill this guy. We have to kill this guy. That only leaves us 7. We're probably not going to see this spear again. Wow. Just debating if we're actually just dead or not. Okay, let's take a look here. He doesn't... Yeah, prayer beads, so he doesn't really have anything going on here coming up. He's going to gain 5, he's going to gain 10. Let's do that. There you go, Holy Elvis in the house. And thank you so much for the 5-month resubscribe. I appreciate that, sir, thank you. We are rocking a little Hero Realms this evening. We were playing Star Realms earlier. We moved over to this mess. And in a game that I thought we had pretty handedly is now looking rough. Yeah, there's all that life gain. So he's actually higher than he was before. and Holy Elvis doing what Holy Elvis does, being so generous. Thank you so much. Throwing out that gift sub to Lux there. Let's go ahead and do give him a Hadouken for that. Thank you so much. And getting crazy. This is what Holy Elvis does. So we randomly ran into Holy Elvis one night after one of our streams, our Star Realms streams, and he was streaming Star Realms. And that's how we met Holy Elvis, and you know the rest is history from there. He's a variety streamer, Magic, Hearthstone, all sorts of stuff, and he is a man of the people. Like, he is all about supporting other streamers, and then in turn we support him. It's just like, it's one of those things where you put out the good karma, you get the good karma back, and that's what he does. So it's awesome. Let's grab this Elven Curse here. Yeah, that still gives us this for the knockdown. Wow, we are really falling behind here. You know what? Let's do this. Even though he's got all this stuff coming up, let's clear the board a little bit. Let's just clear the board a little bit. I wish I should have knocked on that guy, but that's all right. Yeah, exactly. And that's you know, that's who Holy Elvis is. That's what he brings to the table, and I appreciate that. And you know, same thing. You have a good time, you enjoy stuff, you support it, you get supported back, but it's also just like building that community. So it's great. And I've seen Elvis in so many of our fellow streams that we watch, you know, hanging out there, and it's cool. It's awesome. All right, so let's take a look here. Let's scrap this gold. All right, so let's try to do something here without, I think we're dead either way. We're too far behind. Let's lock down this guy. We're gonna go for it. That's awesome. Yeah, I would love to see it, like I said, and I'd like to see a few more things happen as far as their support of it. Again, it's kind of disappointing we still don't have a symbol for Star Realms for the category. There is a category, but there's no actual like picture. And currently there's no category for Hero Realms, which is fine. It's in beta as far as like the app version. So I get that, but okay, let's do some damage. Okay, this is all right. So we can stun that guy for free. Let's draw a card. Oh no. Oh noes. Alright, let's do all that, but we're at 4. We are at 4, so basically that means we're dead. Got him down to 17. No, well, apparently, I think it was Dustin Klingman, the Mystic, gave them all the information on exactly how to do it. How to get the picture, you know, all that stuff, and it hasn't happened, so I don't know. Which is really unfortunate too, because they stream weekly. Like, them as a company, they stream weekly as well. So it's kind of disappointing that they don't, but yeah, look at that. He's at 48 life. And that is what the cleric can do. If the cleric gets going and you fall behind, you have no chance. It's ridiculous. What am I missing here? Double Dubs is following. Thank you so much. Double Dubs sneaking in here with the battle. Good game, sir. Good game. That's just brutal what that cleric can do. It's kind of depressing. Doesn't make you want to play. Let's go ahead and switch over to one of our other characters. Yeah, good game for sure. Like I said, that's brutal. And I got to that point where I just couldn't do anything. And I didn't have a consistent enough deck there either. Usually if I can get like a lot of blue or a lot of green and get it going, you know, it can overcome that, but that just wasn't happening there. Yeah, Double Dub's definitely coming in the house there. Let's play with Thief. We've got a level 3 Thief here. Yeah, when you were gaining 20 some life a turn, that's when it was like, okay, now we're in trouble. Let's take a look here. All right, so we're against Elusive or Endless. We are first, and we're not upset about that. We've got a Rot. So there's an influence there, but yeah, we're not going to pass up on a Rot. Influence with some big cards out there is hard to pass up, though. Yeah, we'll see. I think the Hero Realms app, oh, he does grab a turn 1 Kristoff. That is definitely good for them. We will grab that influence. And then we'll grab the Death Threat. And we nice evenly space out those knives across the deck. Now we actually drew 2 together, so that's alright. Yeah, I think Hero Realms has a shot of doing something pretty good because it seems to be a pretty good, strong core community for it. And there was already people that were playing it on some of the free, not the Tabletop Simulator, but the Tabletopia, when they put that out there for Hero Realms. I know one night, Rick and I were playing that. I didn't even notice we're playing Thief on Thief. So let's see what this one's got going. Rec Card 2 list for free. Okay, so they're level 1, I believe. You know what? Let's get this bribe going. Then I've got where I can take a card from their discard pile, I pay in its cost, and pickpocket. So this card is dumb. I mean, it's a built-in simulator, but I actually prefer when you build it up, you have the option of then getting cards from the row. And there's one where it's like you can, if you buy a card, you can pop it, and you can get another card of the same cost for free. So I've gotten 2 8s, you know, by buying 1 8 and then getting one for free. That's awesome. So to me, that's potentially, possibly better than stealing from there. But you know, who knows? We'll keep the knives around, whatever. Probably a bad call, but we'll do it. So he's got a lot of defense out there. He's got only 0 cost cards there, so nothing we can get. But I could kill Kristoff and take Kristoff. I think I'm going to do that because it's dumb. Oh, that ability is so dumb. Okay, so we're good. Ooh. Losing out on 3 damage, but there's still enough stuff out there. I want to keep that influence in my deck. So yeah, I'm sure they're not going to be happy about losing Kristoff that way, but they also might be a little bit newer because they have this ability, which will let you get a card or 2 across. Okay, so they're not level 1. They must be like level 2 or whatever. But usually that one, like the first one, is you can get an item of 2 or less. Well, the only items in the base set of Hero Realms is the fire gems that are that level. So you buy that with it. And even this one here, I usually just end up buying a fire gem right away. So that way deck 1, the thief has 2 rubies and a fire gem. You don't need much else to get going. So again, that's what I'm mentioning. They may be a little newer if they didn't do that or don't realize that. We could get Word of Power, which doesn't really do much. Well, I take that back. It combos with Kristoff. It draws. Yeah, I'm actually going to buy it just because. Oh, Spark, okay. So Spark we'll buy, and now we'll scrap a throwing knife. We'll sacrifice the throwing knife out there. And we'll end turn. So apparently last night at the end of Matt's stream, or during Matt's stream, there was like 4 people streaming Star Realms. That was pretty cool. I do know one of them. He was streaming Star Realms, but by the time I got over to him, he was actually streaming Age of Empires, which is still awesome. He's a gentleman that we randomly ran across that was playing Star Realms a couple weeks ago. And then we also ran into a gentleman named Brian, who was streaming Star Realms like a week or 2 ago. So we're running into all sorts of streamers that we've never met before, that aren't part of our Facebook community or anything, that are streamers, so that's awesome. So happy whenever we can run into any of them, tell them about our community. If they want, you know, they don't have to join up or whatever. Some people don't at all. But just even let them know, like the one gentleman, he didn't realize like there was any other Star Realms streamers out there. He had no clue. And it's like, yeah, we stream every week, you know. And when we told him about the Facebook group, he's like, yeah, what? We're like, yeah, there's 4,500 people in there. And that's a small part of the Star Realms community. So it was pretty cool. Do we grab this this wolf shaman away? Okay, so he has no wild. We just have the spark. I think we're gonna start getting some discard in here because we're getting behind. And we're gonna grab this fire jump because again, there's big cards out there, especially on the firebomb on the board as well. We're gonna try to get into some of that. Can he kill Kristoff? He can, unfortunately. Which stinks because we got Word of Power now. So, see what happens here. Could be in trouble. But I'm just going to take a look here real quick, just on the off chance of someone else is streaming Star Realms. I'm just curious. So, does kill the Kristoff, which is not good. Let's draw a couple with Word of Power. No one else is? Okay, good. I've got it locked down on Thursday nights. Back off, y'all. I mean, Varric's out there, but Varric's terrible. I do have two. I will grab Varric. I'm not grabbing Taxation. I think I need to kill the War Mage. I will. You know what? Actually, I am going to grab Taxation. Because I have Kristoff and I have Word of Power. So, we'll see what happens here. Got a nice little rainbow deck going here, that's what I know. I don't really have green though, it's got a Spark, which Spark is just good by itself. Elven Curse would be nicer, but we'll take what we got. Alright, so does grab a Life Drain. That's bad news for us. That is not good. Alright. Let's rot out. Rot out a throwing knife. Since we're already down one, now we're down two. We got 5. We'll grab our Grunt. And again, let's go with that life gain. It's getting a discard as well, but honestly, I'm kind of using it for the 3 life there. To hopefully stay a little relevant. Okay, so we did draw a Varric. Okay, we'll discard that throwing knife. That's easy. We've got 7 trade here, but at least we will get a draw trigger. There we go. So now we have 8. So we're going to take that Firebomb. Because Firebomb is phenomenal. Ooh, look at that sauce right there. Kristoff and Word of Power all lined up together. That's 3 card draws. And combos. A total of 8 life. Which is good. Because we be needing that life. Alright, we will discard gold. Word of Power is going to draw us 2. Rot. Let's get rid of that last knife. Kristoff. Trigger draw. We'll grab the Guild Mage. Kill Master Wayne, and we're starting to level out here a little bit. He still has his ability here, so yeah, they, again, must be a newer player, not aware that they have that and could have used it quite a while ago. That's okay. We'll take a little extra help here because this is the type of game, even being newer, sometimes making some little players like that still come out on top for sure. There's enough RNG factor here to level out that where it's not always who's the best player, who's better, who's, you know, whatever. Definitely it's a game like Star Realms that anyone can beat anyone. You're just increasing your chances by making, you know, certain choices. Alright, so this is very random. Alright, so Varric is going to let us put Kristoff on top. Guess I could have done that with fire. Wow, that was a mistake. I could have put Kristoff on top and then drawn it with Firebomb. Got a little too excited with the Firebomb there. I just wanted to play it. This is a hand where I don't think I'm buying anything. Well, I'll grab the Wolf Shaman just because I do have that Orc Grunt. And I've got the Spark, but mostly because I also have the Orc Grunt. I want to have a better chance of triggering that for the draw. Yeah, Frost Advisory going up there. Don't like seeing that, but it is that time of the year. Alright, let's see what Endless has here for us. Double Knife, okay. Discard the gold. Kristoff out there, let's get that Death Threat going. Alright, Guild Mage. Acquire an action to the top of our deck, but we're not too worried about that because we have Arcus or Terranar. I heard people like basically just saying Arcus is so bad, and I don't get that. Especially for this deck here, I'm going to grab it. Now, does that mean it's the best choice? Maybe not. Maybe Terranar is still better because of the double scrap. But that's okay. We'll take our big old dragon that does damage, draws a card, combos for life gain. Take that and be happy with it. Master Wan. Yeah, I love Arcus. Exactly, it's a dragon. How do you not love a dragon? And yeah, I heard some people talk about how like maybe it's, you know, especially not good for being an 8th. I guess maybe I could agree with that. Don't lose often with it, I'll tell you that. Alright, anything we want to purchase before we flip this over? Yep. Beautiful. Let's draw off Kristoff. Let's draw off Orc Grunt. We're not going to buy any... Well... No, we are. This is beautiful. We're going to buy Rayla. We're going to use Varric to put Rayla on top. And then we're going to trigger Varric's draw to put Rayla there. And then we're going to draw with... play a Spark. Now we're going to pop that Wolf Shaman for damage. Okay, now we're looking good. We're looking real good. Let's pull up that Influence. Oh, is that game? No, it's not game. It's got this guy out. We'll hang on to Word of Power just because of that. Look at that. Speak of the Devil. The Mystic. Top left guy. Mega Holland Extraordinaire. Dustin Klingman in the house. Thank you for stopping in, sir. Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I agree, Double. I think in that situation for sure, Terranar or Arcus just seems just the better choice at that spot for sure. I agree. Vacuum, double scrap, big creature. Double scrap is huge, especially in this game. Laying down 15 damage, but I'm pretty sure we have the game under control at this point. Goes up to 12. Discard a gold. Arcus is going to draw for us. Alright, so we got Bribe and Guild Mage. So we're going to put the Prophet on top. Draw it. There you go, get the damage. And, oh, that's not game. Got a little excited. Thought that was game. Oh, okay, we'll grab Tyrannor then. I'll put him at 2. We'll be comfortable with that. We're doing fantastic. We've had did about an hour of Star Realms, and we're finishing up just about an hour of Hero Realms here. Some good success on both sides, and some not good success. We did definitely get beat down a little bit here and there. We're going to end that game right away. So good game, endless. Good game if you happen to be out there. So there we go, and we're getting that rating up a little bit with that rogue, Sully Kelly, as made famous from the movie Commando, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. So good stuff, good stuff. All right, guys. I think we're close. We're at close to 11. I think we're probably going to call it. Let's find ourselves someone to raid. Let's go say hi to someone. Show them a little bit of love. Just stop in and say hi. If you like what they're doing, throw them a follow. Let's see, who do we want to throw a little love over towards? They're all kind of new. Some of my lower level ones, for sure. My mage, wizard, and fighter are the 2 that I level up the most. And then I do a little bit with the cleric, the ranger, and the rogue. Just to try them out, make sure I know what's going on with all of them. Let's take a look here. Who is doing anything fun that we... Oh, first let's go see if anyone else happens to be running Star Realms yet. I think probably not. I think I'm still the only one tonight, so that's okay. I got the market corner tonight. So let's take a look here. So we do have Tech Knife. Let's go throw him a little bit of love. Let's stop in there and say hi. Bear with me for a moment here. Tech Knife is a variety streamer. Streams a lot of... he does stream some card games. He streams a lot of World of Warcraft, role-playing games, adventure games, first-person shooters. He does a lot of party viewing for like football and like wrestling and stuff. He is just a very cool, chill, relaxed guy. He's funny. I really enjoy watching him stream sometimes. So let's throw him some love, say hi. I appreciate everyone for stopping in again. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for everyone that stopped in. Thank you, VQ, for the raid, and thank you, Holy Elvis, again for not only the sub, but throwing out the 2 gift subs as well. You are too generous, and again, much love there. And Dustin, thanks for stopping in. Even if it's toward the end, I appreciate you hanging out. So let's go ahead and raid Tech Knife. And you guys all have a wonderful evening.